First up, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi was at the forefront yet again of the opposition's protest in Parliament. The opposition was seen staging a protest just outside the Parliament at the Gandhi statue, demanding an apology from the Prime Minister over his remarks on demonetization and how other opposition parties have reacted to the government's bold move of cracking down.
The opposition parties are protesting near the Gandhi statue. You can see it's led by Congress Party, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, along with other senior leaders from other opposition parties, including JDU, are staging a protest in this area. We are seeing that there is AIADMK, DMK who are staging a protest here. Once again, the opposition parties have been demanding the Prime Minister should be present in the House. At the same time, they're also demanding JPC. Once the House got adjourned, we see that once again the United Opposition Front is staging a protest here, which includes MPs from Rajya Sabha as well as Lok Sabha. At the moment, you can see the MPs from Lok Sabha are staging a protest here, and also from the Rajya Sabha, we have DMK's, AIADMK and DMK leaders who are present here, along with the Congress Party. With the journalist Vinod Supriya Bhardwaj for India Today in Delhi.
Let's go straight across now to India Today's Kamaljit Sandhu for more on this. So Kamaljit, on one side we are seeing opposition parties adopting different strategies and trying to corner the Narendra Modi government over the demonetization move, calling for a Bharat Bandh. And on the other side, we are getting to see an unfazed government refusing, to give in to the opposition's demands. But before I come to you, Kamaljit, we'll just cut across straight to Rajya Sabha once. And I'll just come to you. So that was an important announcement. House has been adjourned up till 2 p.m. Going back to Kamaljit Sandhu. Kamaljit, an unrelenting opposition refusing to give up on their demand. And on the other side, we are seeing the government also, refusing to budge. And what we are getting to see is the opposition and the government once again engaging in this war of words.
The opposition has one clear strategy that the House will not run. What they have in mind is that the Prime Minister should be present in both the houses, which is the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha, the debate has already begun. Halfway through the debate, post-lunch, the Prime Minister did not appear on Thursday, and since then there has been a chaos and a ruckus in the House. The other part is that the opposition within Rajya Sabha want an apology from the Prime Minister, saying that he made a jibe, saying many of those people who are protesting are the ones who could not stash their own cash away and perhaps could not exchange currency. They say this is demeaning and the Prime Minister should apologize. The other is saying, is obviously a demand on whether the information was leaked to a few and mighty. This is an accusation which has come from the opposition party. But today is a special day because remember there is a Bharat Bandh which has been called. Now many are saying there are fissures within the opposition parties, considering that Bharat Bandh has only been called by the left, which is obviously in control, perhaps in pockets in West Bengal, in Kerala, in Tripura. These are the locations where they have control. But we've been speaking to Sitaram Yechury and the other opposition leaders, saying there is no question of fissures. There may be differences in how people want to protest and have a strike, but they're all common as far as taking on Narendra Modi government is concerned. The strategy is clear. It's a two-pronged strategy. One, get the Prime Minister in the House, make him apologize, and second, demand for a JPC.
The opposition and the government might have their strategies chalked out, Kamaljit, but the big question is that can the country afford another washout? Isn't it imperative of both the government and the opposition to, transcend the politics of disruption and ensure that, there is a productive session, ensure that business, in fact, is transacted in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha?
Well, there is a sense of deja vu when it comes to the attitudes of both the opposition as well as the leading ruling party, which is the BJP. It is an aggressive opposition and a belligerent BJP. Obviously, the opposition has been demanding that there should be a JPC, that the Prime Minister should come to Parliament. But it's the BJP who's not willing to really give in. They say the Prime Minister does not have to be present in the entire debate. He will make an intervention. The other part is obviously about how there have been questions which have been raised, saying their own survey has reflected that at least 90% of the 5 lakh people who had actually voted in the first few initial days had actually voted in favor of demonetization. So yes, the status quo somehow has maintained, and it is 10 days and perhaps no work being done. This is what the BJP is also charging, saying perhaps the opposition doesn't want to listen, that it's Arun Jaitley who's spoken in the House, it is Venkaiah Naidu. So they have been making speeches, but the fact remains that as far as opposition is concerned, at this point of time, they may have a difference in opinion about how they want to protest, but at least they seem to be standing together as far as a united opposition is concerned.
Absolutely. And we did, see last year, Kamaljeet, if you recall, during the GST debate or the discussion on intolerance, the government adopting a, conciliatory kind of a tone. But out here, it doesn't seem to be happening because we've seen the government and the Prime Minister taking a swipe at several leaders and several opposition parties with regards to the demonetization. Okay, Kamaljeet, before I come to you, we'll just once again go to Lok Sabha now and see what's going on there.